Know what a lot of you are thinking right now. I'm no mind reader, okay? But I'm living in the same economy as you guys, and I know things are tough right now. With all of this talk about tariffs and inflation, rates going up and everything like that, it's just hard to be able to go ahead and get ahead as you're stuck in the rat race of living paycheck to paycheck. Well, guess what? Don't worry. What if I sat here and I told you there is a way where you'll be able to go ahead and build wealth for yourself no matter at what income level that you're in, okay? And guess what? In this video, I'm going to share with you some of these simple steps on how you'll be able to go ahead and earn some extra income, build wealth for yourself, and in little to no time, you'll be able to go ahead and set yourself in financial freedom. So you definitely want to go ahead, check out this entire video as I'm going to lay down the sauce for you, all right? Let's get into it.
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement.
Hey, what's going on, Blueprint Nation? Welcome to another dope episode of the Respect My Blueprint show, where we give you all of the sauce as well as the blueprint you need to be able to go ahead and level up in your finances, business, as well as in your entrepreneurship journey as well too, okay? Now, if this is your first time checking out the channel, do me a huge favor. Take a couple of quick seconds, stop, okay? Hit the like button as well as hit the subscribe button. Listen, we are putting a lot of hard work in producing this content for you guys, so you'll be able to go ahead and be able to not only like it and share it, but we want to get it out to a wider audience. So we need your help to do so in order for us to do that, okay? Now, in this video, like I mentioned, I want to go ahead and share with you guys some of the tips and strategies you'll be able to go ahead and build wealth for yourself. Now, I know a lot of us may feel some type of way, as we're in an economy where the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer, right? There is less and less of a middle class in this economy that we're in right now. But don't let that discourage you, because guess what? No matter what situation that you're in right now, if you're somebody that's having a 9-to-5, living paycheck to paycheck, I'm going to share with you 6 simple strategies that you can take. And these are simple strategies you can implement in your life to be able to go ahead and start building wealth for yourself, be able to help yourself get out of the rat race, and also unlock financial freedom. So I hope you stay through this entire video. Don't skip none of these steps. You want to stay through each and every step, as you have to implement each and every one of them, as guess what? It is part of the blueprint. As you can see, that is what is shown right behind me, okay? So without any further ado, let's get into the steps. And with step number 1, it's going to be first and foremost your mindset, okay? Everything starts with your mindset, guys. Listen, mindset is everything. Believing is what's required to be able to attract riches, right? Believing and attracting energy is one of the key components to be able to go ahead and start building absolute wealth for yourself. Now, this is an old age adage that's been going on for you've been going on since the beginning of the time. And, you know, a lot of people espouse this here, especially, you know, highly successful individuals. They've been able to go ahead and believe in themselves, not only believe in their ability, but by believing in yourself, that also attracts wealth as well too, and attracts riches and abundance. So that's the first thing that I want to go ahead and share with you, is that rewiring your mindset to be able to believe and attract good fortune, wealth, as well as abundance to be able to start coming to you, okay? Also, focusing on the progress, all right? Focusing on the progress and not perfection. A lot of us, we simply overthink things. Trust me, I'm a victim of this as well too. Sometimes being a perfectionist can be our Achilles heel and can be what stops us from go ahead and reaching that breakthrough. So you want to be able to go ahead and what I'm going to talk about later on in this video is compound interest, right? The small wins, the daily wins, all right? That's what you need to focus on, because guess what? It's the journey that builds the character and also is going to build you to be able to reach the mountaintop, not the destination itself, all right? And also, by doing these 2 things, you are setting yourself up to go ahead and get your mind right. You are allowing yourself to have money start flowing in your direction. All right. So before we even start on any of the steps, the first key number step, like I mentioned, is rewiring your mindset. The mindset is everything. What the mind does is what the body ends up following to do. All right. So that's number one. Number two is mastering your money habits. Okay. Now, this right here is the first step that I really want you to take as after your money mindset, which is mastering your money habits. All right. And the first step in doing this is paying yourself first. Right. Now, this right here may go through this may go against some of the proverbial thinking, or maybe what you may be not accustomed to, right? Because most of us may think that, right, on the contrary, we want to go ahead and pay our bills or take care of our living expenses, our day-to-day expenses. That can be so far from the truth. Right? You need to pay yourself first, okay? And how you're going to do that is you're going to go ahead and allocate a portion of your earnings into your savings account. All right. Now, I have went ahead and released a previous video of some of the best high yield savings account you should be able to go ahead and explore. But, we're not going to get into that right now. But what I definitely want to share with you guys is making sure that you are paying yourself first for anything and anyone. Listen, this is you putting yourself first. You work hard for your money. You should be able to go ahead and bear the fruit from your labor. And it doesn't matter how much it is, whether it's 10%, 20%, allocate a small portion or a portion of your earnings definitely to yourself before you start delegating it out to everything and everyone out in the world. Okay. Number two, also within this step, you want to track every dollar. Now, I know life may be lifing and everything like that, but there's very simple and easy ways, effective ways in where you'll be able to go ahead and fulfill this requirement, which is you can go as simple as creating a bare bones spreadsheet, right? Going on Excel, tracking all of your expenses. It's very important that you write these things down, or you'll be able to even, sign up with expense apps such as YNAB or Mint. There's plenty of options out in the marketplace right now. But this is something that's very important because, again, without you visualizing this, without you having these figures actually in front of your face, it's going to be extremely difficult in order for you to be able to track your income and expenses and be able to manage it as well too. So it's very important that you track each and every dollar as by taking advantage of something as simple as a spreadsheet or a budget expense app that'll help you stay on track as well too. Also, this is something that I share a lot on a lot of my previous videos, is slashing unnecessary expenses. Listen, many of us are victim to this subscription-based economy right now, and we are victim to a lot of unnecessary expenses we are simply not aware of. So what you want to do is do an audit of your monthly subscriptions that you currently have. Many people may not be aware some of these subscriptions that you currently subscribe to may be outdated or simply doesn't fit your lifestyle anymore, right? So you want to be able to go ahead and slash these subscriptions. Trust me, these $7.99, $9.99, and $14.99 or $20 from all of these subscriptions, they add up, right? So by slashing this, you are now putting more money back in your pocket and investing back into yourself as well too. So that is some of the tips for step number two. So let's move on to step number three. All right. Step number three, which is multiplying your income streams, right? Now, 2025, the buzzword for a lot of people nowadays is residual income, multiple streams of income, side hustle, right? So this here is a great way for you to be able to go ahead and supplement your main income. If you're somebody that's living paycheck to paycheck and you're struggling just by getting over the hump, guess what? Diversify yourself. This is the day and age where, listen, you can be able to go ahead and tap into your skill set, tap into different side hustles. We are in a gig economy. So you can look at allocating just a couple of hours per week just to go ahead and put some extra money in your pocket, whether it's ride sharing or whether it's freelance gigs or picking up a few extra shifts. on an app or something like that, guess what? There's no shortage of side hustles out there where you'll be able to go ahead and earn extra money for yourself. Also, another great way you can earn some extra income, which is selling digital products, right? Also, last but not least, passive income, investing in different financial instruments such as stocks or having dividends coming in from your investment, rental income, or investing into a business. There's many different ways of passive income out there that you can be able to take advantage of. Of course, you want to make sure that whatever passive income that you do get into, that not only fits your lifestyle, but that's something that you're very comfortable with, depending on your risk tolerance as well too. So again, none of this information that I'm sharing with you is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's only for pure entertainment purposes only. So since I got that disclaimer out, make sure you do your homework and do your research before you go ahead and dive into any type of investments out there, okay? Now, which goes into our next step, which if I'm not mistaken, we're in step number 4, right? Step number 4 is making sure you invest wisely, right? Now, this is very, very key and very, very important. Now, you don't need a boatload of cash to be able to go ahead and get into any investments. Again, we're in 2025. The old way of thinking that you need hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars, that way of thinking is out of the window. You can start off with, literally as little as $20, $50, $100, right? And how you're able to do that is there are ways now such as fractional investing and also investing in different index funds and ETFs, where you'll be able to go ahead and invest in very conservative platforms and conservative instruments to be able to go ahead and add some extra money for yourself. Again, make sure that you do the proper research and the proper due diligence before you dive into any one of these financial instruments, all right? Also, again, in the day of artificial intelligence, there are platforms such as Webull, eToro, and Robinhood, where you'll be able to go ahead and use these platforms where it makes it super easy and super simplified how you'll be able to go ahead and invest in these instruments that I'm mentioning here, okay? Of course, you want to make sure that you're doing your proper due diligence and you're doing your research first. Also, I highly recommend you check out some of these micro investing apps as well too. If you have any spare change, a couple of dollars that you have in your account, guess what? This extra money is all extra money that you could put in your pocket and you'll be able to go ahead and earn money for yourself, okay? Also, the key thing I want to mention with this point, because guess what? The secret sauce where it lies into, come here, let me tell you. Compound interest, right? This is where the underlying beauty happens with this particular tip right here, okay? Compound interest, with a lot of people, they call it what, seventh wonder of the world, eighth wonder of the world. Doesn't matter which one it is, right? As long as we know it's one of the wonders in the world. But compound interest is a way how you're letting time and money work in your benefit. This is the example where when you sleep, your money is continuously to work for you, all right? So again, investing wisely, not having the old way of thinking that you need a ton of money to be able to do so. You can start off with as little as $50, and if you do it wisely, you'll see how over time it can grow over time for you as well. All right. Now let's move on to step number 5, which is something that a lot of people overlook, but I want you to pay attention on. Pay attention, which is leveraging tax strategies. Okay. Leveraging tax strategies. One thing, as we know, that's guaranteed in life is death and taxes. Well, Uncle Sam is always going to get his. He get his off top. We don't pay taxes. They take taxes. So you got to understand how the system works. All right. But learning how to take advantage of the tax loopholes as well as take advantage of the tax code out there is only going to be beneficial for you as you're trying to build wealth and accumulate wealth, because this is something that the ultra rich, the wealthy, and successful have been doing for years and years and years. So you should be able to do so as well too, right? And a couple of ways you'll be able to take advantage of some of the tax strategies out there. Number 1, a 401k plan. Now, a 401k, to me, like Trump says, tariffs is such a beautiful word. In my opinion, it's one of the few instruments where you can get free money, okay? So if you don't know what a 401k is, if you are working at a place of employment, typically employers offer a 401k plan, which they will match your contribution that you put into this retirement savings account. So typically, you want to go ahead and ask your employer if they offer any type of 401k plan, which if they do, I highly encourage you to take advantage of it, because again, not only you'll be able to go ahead and get free money from employer match contributions, but also this is all tax-free as well too. So that's the best part. Also, getting into an IRA or a Roth IRA. Okay, now for those who do not know what an IRA is actually a retirement savings account that offers tax advantages. Now, the difference between an IRA and a Roth IRA is a specific type of IRA where you contribute your after-tax dollars and your money grows tax-free, and basically you can only withdraw it tax-free while in retirement, which is 59.5. All right. And the traditional IRAs offer tax deductions on any contributions, but your withdrawals are taxed an entirely different way in retirement as well too. So basically, one is tax deferred while the other one focuses on tax growth. You can pick whichever option is more beneficial for you. But the great thing about IRAs is that, again, this is a retirement savings account that is basically allow you to save on your after-tax dollars versus your pre-tax dollars where it comes with your 401k. So if you get, now the beauty is if you're saving on both of them, your 401k and your IRA, now you're really ahead of the game, okay? And the last one I want to share with everyone, which a lot of people may not be taking advantage of, is their health savings plan. Now, the health savings plan is also a tax advantage savings account where you can use to pay for qualified medical expenses. Okay. Now, this is typically paired with any high deductible health plan that your employer may be offering, but you can contribute pre-tax dollars and those funds can grow absolutely tax-free as well too, which can help out for medical expenses, as well as, more importantly, it's another way to be able to go ahead and take advantage of the tax loophole here. Again, very, very important that a lot of us are aware of these things, as these are things that are not taught to us as we're getting to adulthood, and the tax code is something that really not taught to us at all unless we're watching content like this. So it's very important that you not only take this information in, but implement it within your financial savings or your financial growth strategy, as again, many successful individuals have been using it for a long time. And of course, they've been using it to their benefit. All right. And the last and final tip I want to share with you in order to build wealth on any income level, which is automation. All right. Automation. This all pretty much bundles up everything that I've just shared with you today. If you want to go ahead and sum everything up in conjunction with, of course, with today's society of artificial intelligence and the way that we are in a digital age, but using strategies such as auto transfer, which is a great way for you to be able to go ahead and set it and forget it. Right? Again, set it and forget it. This way you'll be able to go ahead and allocate savings into a high yield savings account, an investment, or any BA or any other saving instruments that you have. You want to go ahead and schedule this on autopilot, whether it's on a weekly basis, bi-weekly, or monthly basis. It doesn't matter. The frequency and amount is really irrelevant. It's, again, the whole point is set it and forget it. Once you start building the habit, you will just see how compound interest is going to take an effect. And over a course of time and over a period, you're going to wake up one day and look at the account and be absolutely shocked on how much you've been able to accumulate in savings simply by following this strategy and wiring your mindset to do so, right? And of course, you want to do quarterly check-ins, right? Whether it's, once every 3 months, twice per year, 3-4 times a year, it doesn't matter, but you want to go ahead and check in on your progress. You want to see that, hey, all of the wins that you've been doing, the hard work, the sacrifices that you've been making, you avoiding that Starbucks coffee every morning to be able to take that savings and put it into the strategy we're talking about in this video. This is going to give you the encouragement, the push, and the fire to be able to push through those moments when times get rough, because trust me, times will get rough, and you want to be able to go ahead and push through some of these times as well too. All right, but listen, these are the 6 tips that I wanted to share with you to be able to go ahead and build wealth for you despite whatever income level that you're in, right? Listen, you don't need $10,000, $100,000, or $1 million in the bank to be able to follow these tips. But I promise you, by following these tips, you will see in no time how you'll be able to go ahead and have that type of money in your bank account. All right. Listen, if you've been able to go ahead and get great value out of this video, do me a huge favor. Again, hit the subscribe button, as we want to go ahead and share this video with a lot of individuals out there. Also, I want to remind everybody that we just released our free ebook bundle. Okay, if you are someone that's struggling to be able to go ahead and get your credit to the 700s, and you're looking to be able to use your credit to get into funding, start your business, or be able to get personal funding, we just released a 3-book bundle that will show you how to jumpstart your credit, be able to build business credit, and also a secret list of lenders that you'll be able to tap into for funding. All right, go ahead and check out the link down below to be able to access this free 3 ebooks. Again, also, we do have a community, a growing, thriving community, the Credit the Game, where we're helping individuals repair, build, and leverage their credit to get up to $50,000 in funding. If you want to be able to go ahead and access funding for yourself, whether you want to buy that new home, buy that new car, start your own business, or you want to just be able to get funding for yourself. All right. Well, thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you was able to stay throughout this entire video. Do me a huge favor. Drop in the comments what your thoughts are. If you've been able to get great content, if you think I left anything out, let me know. As again, your comments help us produce more content like this. But aside from that, thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. And I will catch you on the flip side. Take care. Peace.
Blueprint, yeah. Blueprint. This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it, cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep, Wesley Paul with Blueprint. This guests are exclusive. Get on and tune in and then learn some new tips about credit, finance, investment. A nice chance to get rich and buy land. Flip it, quick 9 bands. Learn all the skills from Wesley did it. Learn how to build successful business. Run up a mill and get the digits. Run up a mill. Look, safe place where guests are speaking. Based off financial freedom. All facts, no cap, believe it. Podcast, you have to see it.